Something to think about if you try to pull for them guys. They'll cut your throat for $19. $19 they gave the load away to somebody else. Go, dude. Yeah. Get your tarp up out of the middle of the fucking road. Okay. Or just leave it there. I'll run this son of a bitch over. I give up. If I don't. Ooh, that's gonna be sketchy driving down in this hole.
Yeah, like. What the?
All right, guys, we made it to our pickup. We are picking up Big Tex trailers. How funny is that? So, we went full circle. A little more.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
A little more. I wish I'd have set this camera up back there now. Oh, I don't like people seeing me set the camera up. I don't know if we wait in the truck while they load or what. What you think, Fat Butts? Huh? She seen a bird today? She didn't know what to think about it. The bird kept popping its head up and down looking at her. Huh. You need to go lay down. Quit being a jerk. Well, I was hoping to get some time lapse of them loading this thing, but it's starting to rain, and where I have the camera, the water's dripping down on the camera. It is a waterproof camera, but it comes with like this little door to keep it sealed. But I don't have the door on because I can't open the door and attach my mic when I want to attach my mic. So technically it's not waterproof. But I don't know, hopefully they get it moved along right. So like I said, the broker told Mason to be here before 10:30 or else they couldn't load us, and then they get the rate, we get the rate con. And I look at it last night, and it says that we have an appointment for 1 o'clock, and then she calls us, or she emailed us, and she's like, make sure you're there by 1 o'clock. We're like, no, you told us to be here by 10:30. So she just called me, and she's like, I never told anybody that. It's like, you told somebody that. Anyways, all right, we'll see you in a bit. Well, it's now 9:30. Looks like they've almost got us loaded up here. Let me see if I can step out and show you guys what we got going on here. So it looks like we're gonna have 3, 6, maybe 7 or 8 trailers on here. Oh, actually there's one down there too, so there's 4 right here. Maybe they'll stack up 4 back there. So after that, I think we have to pull up and strap. I'll have to pull up here and strap off, because I don't know if you guys can see, the trailers perfectly level with their dock, but all our toolboxes are underneath. So I can't even get to my straps if I wanted to get to my straps. I couldn't get to my ratchet rail if I wanted to get to my ratchet rail. So hopefully they're sturdy enough that I can pull up and out of here. Maybe pull over there by that other trailer and get the strap down. What nap number are you on, Fat Butts? All right, looks like we're loaded up. I'm just building up some air pressure before I pull out. So they did forget to have me pull some straps out. So we've got to ease up out of this loading hole. Hopefully the trailers don't go anywhere. Gotta be gentle on the clutch. No jerky. This ain't that kind of channel. Nice. Whoa, slow it down. Oh shit, you're getting awful close to that right there. Alright, so we're going to pull up just right here, throw a strap or two, and then they want us to go to the strapping area. Alright, let me hop out and throw a strap or two. Alright, so this is what we got. I don't know if they just show up with a truck and they put on as much as they can. It's supposed to be 30,000 pounds. I bet it's not 30,000 pounds. Anyways, I got yelled at because I climbed up here and I was passing the strap through there, and we're not allowed to climb on it. I was like, well, what do people do? And he couldn't really tell me what people did. So I came back here and I threw the strap all the way over the top. He's like, all right, if you're gonna do that, you can't really tighten the strap down that much. I'm like, well, that's not gonna work either. I said, I need to crank these things down. He's like, well, you can't climb on it here, but you can pull out like we did here on the road where we're off their property, so they're not responsible if we fall. So that's what we're doing. So let's get this thing strapped down, and still haven't got our paperwork yet, so I don't know what the deal is with that. I don't know, we'll see what happens. All right, that's that. I'm not a professional, as you guys can tell from my coil video, but I think they're stacking these wrong. So the way they have them stacked now, when you tighten these straps down, it's compressing these springs. So as I'm tightening it down, this axle's getting closer and closer to this. I think they should stack some wood in there to keep that spring from getting pushed up like that. Because so I threw this one over and tightened it down and we pulled out here. And then after I tightened these down, it compressed the trailers even more. So I had to retighten that one. You can't have any straps on the fender part. And I didn't want to put any straps over here because all that's going to try to do is bend that top trailer down and put all that stress. So I'm trying to stay as close to this wood as possible. That way we don't damage these trailers. This one's kind of close to this over here. It's kind of just in a bad area because I got my wheel here, and then we've got the spare holders here. This won't quite go back this far. I mean, I guess I could throw like a 2-inch strap over here. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll throw a 2-inch strap back on this one. That one's got one all the way in the back. Yeah, I think I would probably feel better if I threw a 2-inch strap on the back of that one. I'm trying to keep it, like I said, as close to the wood as possible so we're not trying to bend these trailers down when we tighten them down. So yeah, let me do that. I'm gonna throw a 2-inch back there for shoots and giggles, and we'll be ready with this. This sticks out a little bit. Leader threw a red flag on it. Should be good, huh? Yeah. All right, guys. We'll see you in a bit. All right, guys. So we got those trailers loaded up. Went back to Pilot. I did a strap check and all. And I looked over the trailer again, and looks like we ran over something at the Big Tex trailer place. So now we've got a hole in one of our trailer tires, about the size of a pencil in the tread. So Lita called up this commercial tire place here and said, hey, we've got a semi truck with the trailer and we have a load on us with a flat tire. Can you guys work on this? And they're like, yeah, but come on by. So we're here now, and I go in there and let him know that we're here. He's like, oh, I don't even have a semi tire person here. I said, so it'll probably be over an hour. I'm like, well, that's fantastic. So I mean, why tell us to come if you don't even have a semi-tire guy here? So I don't know. I don't know what to do. I guess get on Google and find another tire place. Because he's like, I don't know. I could maybe get somebody here in an hour. I don't know. Evidently, we ran something over though. Tried to air it up. I kept hearing air coming. I'm like, wow, the beads probably broke. And I got to listening and looking, and I could see a hole the size of about a pencil. Surely they can patch that, and I don't have to buy a new tire. I don't know. All right, we'll keep you updated. All right, quick update. We didn't wait around at that place. They actually have another branch, another commercial tire place. Lita called them up. Looks like that's pretty much all they do is big truck tires here, even though there's 2 pickup trucks in there right now. So all we have to do now is wait on one of those trucks to pull out, and then we get the back into the spot, and hopefully, like I said, hopefully they can patch us. It only looks like it's maybe a pencil size hole. I know they make pretty big plugs. I don't think they plug these tires anymore. I think you have to patch them, so I guess they'll have to take the tire off the rim and patch it.
Trying to fall asleep.
Are you sleepy again? Golly. All right, guys, we ran over a bolt, and they get a lot of trucks from the oh my gosh, I need a haircut. A lot of trucks from that Big Tex place. So if you pick up trailers in Caldwell, Idaho at Big Tex, be leery of where you drive, because they get trucks in here all the time with flat tires from them. So all right, we're gonna hit the road. Good morning. We are back. It is Monday morning now. We bobtailed to my brother's house so we wouldn't have to worry about loading all our bags and stuff up in his truck. So we have this drop to do in American Fork, Utah. So we've got a slight air leak. I'm going to do an air leak test this morning. It had a little bit of one when we first bought the truck, and it's gotten a little worse. So go ahead. I bought some air fittings. Guy didn't even look. You see that?
Yeah.
Just pull it out. I bought some air fittings, but I bought the wrong size. I bought 3/8 to quarter, and it's 3/8 to 3/8. So I've got new ones ordered. They should be here in 2 days. So depending on how bad this air leak test goes, we're either going to take a short run out and a short run back, or we might be sitting for 2 days waiting on these parts to come in. So we didn't really do anything this weekend either. We sat around, Lita sat around playing zombies all weekend long.
Yeah, right.
On the computer. It snowed and rained the entire time. I've ordered, we got our 4 new chain binders in, but we don't have our 4 new chains. I got my Pittsburgh Power order in. So this thing keeps shutting off. I think it's because I got my voice commands on it. It's thinking I'm saying a voice command and it's doing something. Anyways, we've ordered Pittsburgh Power. We got our Pittsburgh Power in. We got our 4 chain binders in. We don't have our chains yet. Our chains are supposed to be here tomorrow. I ordered 2 new fog lights for the truck because I thought the fog lights were bad. Well, come to find out, you just have to pull this little button out. And I had no idea. Which honestly, the fog lights are kind of beat up anyway, so I think they were like 50 bucks for both of them. We got all of our Crossfire tire equalizers in. What else did we do? Nothing really. So basically we just sat around, me and my brother sat around playing video games all weekend long, honestly. We were going to work on his camper, but it was just so nasty outside we didn't want to leave. But here's a fun fact. About 9 years ago, me and my buddies used to play zombies. And we would drink a little bit and play zombies. Well, my drink back then was margaritas. I like drinking margaritas. So I sent Lita up to the store to get margarita mix and some tequila. And she comes back and she mixes us up some drinks. And I'm like, wow, that is really strong. I'm like, add some more margarita mix. I said, I can taste the alcohol bad. Well, come to find out, she bought the margarita mix that already had the tequila in it, and she was pouring tequila into the drinks. So I got so drunk that night that we were in a little single wide mobile home at the time. We had owner financed this other house, and come to find out it had a lot of problems. So we ended up backing out of that, and we temporarily moved into this little single wide. Anyways, the air conditioning and the heat ducts are in the floor. And I was so drunk, for whatever reason, I thought it would be a good idea to puke inside of the bathroom vent in the floor. So it's like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and I am puking my brains out. And I hear Lita banging on the door. Are you okay? And I'm like, go away, I'm fine. And I end up waking up at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and I have to clean up my mess. And to this day, I can't drink a margarita thanks to Lita. So, I can't even smell tequila. Oh, it's just so gross. So, little fun fact there.
Whoops.
Oops. And then, her mom usually sends us like this big basket of bottle of wines for Christmas. And I got drunk off of wine once. We drank a bunch of bottles that night, and then we went to the store. Was I knocking stuff over?
No. You were alright. You just thought you were alright.
Yeah, I don't think I was okay. I can't handle my drink. So, anyways, all right, we're gonna go back to the trailer, hook up. I'm gonna do an air lake test. That'll determine what we do. So we'll see you in a bit. All right, we're back at the truck, or back at the trailer, I should say. Hooked up to the trailer. I'm gonna let everything air up. Let the these airbags on this trailer take a bit to fill up. So another thing we noticed on the way home that I forgot to mention was I think my turn signal switch is going out. So I jumped online. And it's about you can find it from like 90 to 100 bucks. But then I jumped on eBay and found it for 50 bucks, brand new. So it's I think it's fairly simple to do. All it is you take off the plastic piece on the bottom underneath the steering wheel, and then there's 4 bolts. At least that's what it looks like. So it shouldn't be too bad. Let's see, this is the tire that was bad. Yeah, it's holding air. I can't wait to get all those you know, one bad thing about these tire equalizer systems is if I had it on at the time that we got that hole in that tire, it would have sucked the air out of both of them. So that is one bad thing about them. But I guess that's you kind of got to weigh the good with the bad, and I think overall the good will outweigh that bad. I don't know, we'll see how it works out. I know I see all these big company trucks running around with tire equalizer systems, and usually big companies are pretty cheap on things like that. So I don't know if somebody was trying to get in my box or if my handles just popped up. Yeah, so obviously it helps out. I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna let this air build up. I'm gonna finish this pre-trip, and we're going to American Fork. All right, well, we've arrived in American Fork. We're at the Big Tex yard. We just gotta wait on that truck over there to unload first. But Mason found us another load. It's going back up to Idaho. It's supposed to be like 45,000 pounds of palletized soil. And he got in a little bit of a, I don't know, what would you call it? Not really a fight, but... So they had it posted for $791.20. And Mason was like, the guy was refusing just to go to an even 800 bucks. Mason's like, nah, if you can't do 800 bucks, we'll just find something else. They gave us 800 bucks. But it's crazy, like, who posts something for, I think it was $7.91.
I saw it on the board. It was like $7.91.20.
Who posts like 20 cents? Like, who cares about the 20 cents? It's the fact of, just make it an even number. $7.81.20. So, whatever, right? So the truck passed the air brake test this morning. But, you know, it's really kind of hard to tell because the numbers, like it goes from 50 to 100, and then obviously each of these are 10. So it's kind of hard to tell if it leaks down the 3 PSI or not. But I didn't even see the needle move, so I still want to get it fixed. So like I said, we'll take a short little run up and a short little run back. Hopefully the stuff will be there in time, and then I can swap. There's 2 elbow fittings that are for surely leaking. I took some soapy water and sprayed on it, and there's for sure 2 fittings leaking up there. And then probably what I'll do is just go over all the fittings with some soapy water, and hopefully all of those connectors I bought will all be the same size. And then I bought some extra hose just in case, because it's like a plastic airline hose, just in case it cracks. I'll have some hose, you know, because it'll be this. It's almost like the same type of stuff that they use for the Glad hands. So I think it's actually a little bit thicker. It's 3/8 outer diameter hosing. Anyways, I think Lita's gonna run over and get us some breakfast at Carl's Jr. Give me a double loaded omelet.
What if they don't have that?
I'm sure they do.
I don't know. It is a little different from Hardee's.
No, they'll have it.
Okay.
You'll figure it out. You know what I like, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. She can go into a restaurant and order for me, but I can't go into a restaurant and order for her. My battery's gonna die. All right, guys, we'll see you in a bit. Well, Mason called that broker and was like, hey, man, where's the Raycon? Where's the carrier packet? And he's like, no, that load's been booked. He's like, yeah, I know. I'm the one that booked it. And he's like, no, we booked it with somebody else. So evidently, somebody took it for the 781 or whatever, and they just canceled on us. So, what's the name? Power Only something?
Yeah, power only.
Power Only was the broker's name. So, something to think about if you try to pull for them guys. They'll cut your throat for $19. $19 they gave the load away to somebody else. Oh well. Well, we're still waiting to get loaded. He called on a load going to New Mexico that's paying pretty good. I don't know what New Mexico looks like. We'll have to get a permit for New Mexico because we only have our Ford in the system for New Mexico, so we'll have to figure that part out and then hopefully find something coming back up this way. So, looks like they might be backing us in. All right, we're unloaded. I don't know what that view is going to look like for you guys, so I mounted a little thing on the mirror there to try to kind of get it out and away from the truck so you can see the load when, because normally I put it on the back, but if there's a bunch of stuff packed up, you can't really see anything anyways. So we booked a load going to New Mexico. Could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. Mason says right now there's only 2 loads leaving it, so probably going to be a bad thing. I don't know, we'll figure it out. Lita's filling out the carrier packet. Send them the information. We're just waiting on the Raycon now. And then it's a short little run. It's like what is it? I can't even remember what it said it was. Dang it, I always push the wrong buttons. 300 something miles, I think. 381, Farmington, New Mexico. Linden, Utah to Farmington, New Mexico. It's supposed to be 46,000 pounds of steel, and it needs to be tarped. But it's paying decent. But honestly, I don't know why I didn't, but I didn't look to see what it was like coming out of New Mexico. So, I don't know. We'll figure something out. Let me hop off of here, pull out of their lot, and we'll see you in a bit.